Okay, welcome. I am Tim Scoggins, Vice President of the CAT TV Board of Directors, and I am pleased to call this annual meeting to order at 4:02 on Monday, February 27, 2023. Little extra special meeting today with a video presentation and just acknowledging everyone who's made this CAT TV what it is. So without further ado, let me introduce you to our board of directors. Alex Burke is our president, Tim Scoggins vice president, Greg Van Houten treasurer, Sarah Krinsky secretary, Dan Cross, Dave LaChance, and Asa Moran governors. Thank you to all of you all for your participation and work this year. I'd also like to introduce and acknowledge our staff, led by Executive Director Lisa Beyer, Operations Manager William Gardner, Production Manager Mike Cutler, Digital Media Coordinator Tony Connor, Production Assistant Jim Byers, and Production Assistant Josh Boucher. There it is right there in front of me. Golly. If only I could read ahead. And so if there are no questions or comments, I will turn it over to our executive director at this point. Lisa.
Thanks, Tim, and welcome everyone. I wanted to thank our board and staff for all the work that you do for our organization. And before we move on to the video report, I wanted to add a couple brief remarks for everyone. So each year we gather the data for the previous fiscal year and create a report to the community that highlights the work that we do. This year, the report covers October 2021 through September 2022. The report simply highlights the work of the past year, but it doesn't really tell our story. In our 30 years as Bennington's Community Media Center, a lot has changed. Until recently, most people didn't have access to technology the way they do now. CAT TV served as a bridge to equipment, technology, and training. It just wasn't available in the mainstream. People sought out our services and used our equipment and resources to create content to be played on our channels. CAT TV really was a social media platform of the time. Now, nearly everyone has powerful technology right in the palm of their hand. And the internet is a vast platform for sharing content. Our challenge has been to stay relevant despite these changes. It may look different than it did 30 years ago, but the fact remains that CAT TV offers things that smartphones and the internet can't offer. Frankly, we build and preserve a sense of community. In the noise of YouTube, Facebook, and Netflix, CAT TV remains a reliable and trusted outlet of democracy in action, access to local church services, coverage of community events, and a source for local information, education, arts, lectures, concerts, history, and more. The need for coverage of local content continues to increase each year. And each year, our small staff is stretched to its limits to meet the demand. In our video that we're going to show you, I ask you to support CAT TV by becoming a member to supplement the declining cable revenues, which is our funding base. I ask you for your support because I'm wondering, have you dropped Comcast cable for Fidium recently? Do you watch the select board meetings on Facebook? Do you have a relative that watches church services because they're not able to get out to Mass? Have you watched our coverage of Battle Day, Mayfest, graduation? All of these are good reasons to ensure that CAT TV can continue to be a part of the fabric of our community. After 30 years, CAT TV has remained relevant despite the changing landscape, and we remain just as committed to serving as Bennington's trusted source for everything local. I hope you'll join me in supporting CAT TV by becoming a member today. So we're going to move on and give a quick highlight of the report. You can get the report on our website. And of course, the video will provide a snapshot of what we're showing you here. So first is our demographic and membership. Cat TV's channels are viewable to Comcast subscribers in Bennington, North Bennington, Woodford, Pownell, and Shaftesbury. And of course, many others can see our content on our website and Facebook. We're happy to report that we have 175 members this year, but we're looking forward to increasing that number in the coming year. Our second page highlights our team. So there's our staff and our board of directors. And next is our training and production numbers. I'm sorry, this is our content. This page highlights our most valuable asset, which is programming. So we showed a total of 1,842 programs on our channels this year. The next page is our training and production numbers, which are up from last year, mainly because the strict COVID protocols weren't in place as they had been in the previous years. And next up is our financial page, which gives a snapshot of our fiscal standing for the year, including assets, revenues, cash, and capital investments. And finally, our social stats, which highlights the interactions we have with folks on various platforms, mainly the internet. So again, you can find the report on our website, which is catamountaccess.com. And don't forget that you can support us in a number of ways. If you're not already a member, please consider joining. It costs only $25 a year, and your support goes a long way. You can also make a donation. We are a 501c3 nonprofit charitable organization. You could also consider becoming an underwriter with your business or utilizing our production services. So that's all I have, and I'm happy to introduce the 2022 annual report video for everybody to take a look at. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Lisa Beyer. I'm the Executive Director of Cat TV. I want to welcome you to our 2022 annual report video. This video is an opportunity for us to highlight the work of our organization and staff from the past year. The information we'll be sharing is available in our annual report via our website. But since we're in the business of doing video, we always thought it's a good idea to do a quick program for our viewers. While 2022 was somewhat more normal than the past 2 years, it wasn't without its challenges due to the pandemic. We continued to work and adjust to the changes just like everyone else. In the end, we continue to be proud of the work that we do, and we get reminded every day just how important our work is to the community we serve. Just in case you don't know, let me remind you of what we do. We serve as the local community media center and public educational and governmental access stations for Bennington, North Bennington, Woodford, Pownell, and Shaftesbury. Our mission is to provide citizens with the equipment and training to produce their own content that fosters free speech and opens public dialogue. We also provide coverage of hyper-local content that encourages citizens to engage in local government, education, arts, and other areas of interest. We continue to expand our viewing platforms and offer much of our content on our website, Facebook page, and YouTube channel. However, our primary focus remains our Comcast channels, which are 1075, 1085, and 1095, which are viewable to Comcast subscribers in our service area. There are currently 5,161 Comcast subscribers in our area, which is a drop more than 700 from the previous year. This is an unfortunate downward trend we expect to continue. As Comcast loses subscribers, our bottom line suffers because our funding is squarely based on cable revenues. As people drop cable in favor of online streaming, cable revenue will continue to decline, and it's forcing our industry to find more sustainable funding sources. That work is underway here in Vermont as we propose legislative solutions to save Vermont's community media into the future. One way that we're working to supplement the funding loss is through paid memberships and underwriting opportunities. We had 175 paid members this year, over 149 the previous year. We're striving to build on that membership base and hope that everyone watching this will consider joining. You can join on our website, catamountaccess.com. Individual memberships start at just $25 a year. Last year was our 30th year serving the Bennington area. We celebrated throughout the year with special programming, and we were proud to be honored with a state proclamation during the Bennington Battle Day Parade. This year also marked my 25th anniversary with Cat TV. I was honored by so many colleagues and community members last fall at a surprise event. As I reflect on my time here, I remain in awe of all we continue to accomplish. We open the doors of democracy through our coverage of 24 live governing meetings each month. We provide access to religious services to those who are unable to attend in person. We cover Bennington's traditions like Mayfest, Battle Day, graduation. We give community access to state-of-the-art equipment and training to make their own programs. We maintain an archive of life and events in our area over the past 30 years. Through all of the years and continuing challenges, I can say that I'm still proud of our mission and our service to the community. I hope you'll join me in supporting our work by becoming a member or making a donation. Now let's turn it over to our amazing staff. We have a small but mighty staff. They keep us on the air, they cover countless events, they edit endless amounts of video footage, and they're great to work with every day. So please welcome William Gardner, who's up next.
Hi, I'm William Gardner, Operations Manager here at Cat TV. I'm here to provide you with a snapshot of Cat TV's financial health. Cat TV, like many other organizations, is finally emerging from the pandemic and getting back to business as usual. However, business as usual looks a little different due to what we have experienced over the last few years. It is critical for us to learn the lessons taught by the pandemic and forge a clear path going forward. One such lesson was the resurgence in the way the community utilizes our services and how important those services are. We hope to continue that momentum gained by improving upon our already robust meeting coverage and offering new services like closed captioning and video on demand. Additionally, with funding continuing to decrease via folks cutting the cord, we plan to focus on memberships and other revenue streams to stay viable. So, if you're reading this and value how Cat TV serves our community, we ask you to become a member today of Cat TV. Go to our website and pledge your $25. Okay, now for the numbers. Our revenue for fiscal year 21-22 was $465,685, with expenses coming in at $381,735, leaving an increase in net assets of $54,950. We spent over $82,000 on capital expenditures to include a freshly paved driveway, completion of our house painting project, and over $17,000 in new production equipment. In the short term, Cat TV is focused on running an efficient operation, serving our community needs, and increasing membership. For the long term, we are working with other PEG partners on state-level initiatives to secure future funding and ensuring community television will live on for years to come.
It always amazes me what our small but mighty production department can achieve. 2022 was another successful and busy year for us in the production department, and it's been clear to us at Cat TV for some time how important our coverage of the MAU graduation is to everyone. On Facebook alone, it was viewed for 14,400 454 minutes. It's crazy. And overall, our numbers were a tad down from last year, and we look forward to turning them around this year. On YouTube, we inch closer to that 1,000 subscriber mark. We're currently at 897. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and you'll know the minute a new video is uploaded. On YouTube, we had 28,697 views. Going back over to Facebook, we had 247,248 minutes watched on our page. We continue to move upward with nearly 7,000 followers on Facebook. Over to our website, we had 2,677 users that tallied up 7,336 page views. Instagram also grows closer to that 1,000 mark with 806 followers. And our big number for Instagram this year, 2,125 likes. This was due to a recycling video promo that we posted that garnered over 50,000 views in one day. It's crazy. Can't believe it. I guess we've cracked that algorithm. Just kidding. Our e-blast had 17,685 emails sent within 45 campaigns, and with an open rate of 39%, an increase of 52% from last year, we're pleased you see the value in that weekly update. Within the next year, we certainly look to increase our coverage and numbers. And just some of the ways we plan to do that is with our new podcast equipment that members can use to make their own podcasts that play on Cat TV. And with great community partners. For that, I turn it over to Jim, one of our production assistants. Jim?
Hi, I'm Jim Vyers, and community is our focus here at Cat TV. Our community partners, the content contributors, help keep our subscribers informed. Let's explore the opportunities for you to become a content contributor. Memberships start at $25 with Cat TV and gives you access to our video equipment, the Cat TV studio, editing suite, and our new podcast equipment. Producing a show is easy, and we are happy to train you. Do you have a hobby that would make a great one-time show? Maybe you would like to host a show featuring local musicians. As a production assistant, the job of myself and Josh Boucher is to bring your content to our viewing platforms. To talk about some of the other things we do, here is Josh Boucher, our other production assistant.
Hi, I'm Josh Boucher, the other production assistant. Do you know how many programs and people we trained this year? Well, I'm here to tell you. We had 30 training encounters, much better than last year, and equipment checkouts were up to 302. Also, 27 programs were created in our studio, and the most impressive number, 303 productions for our very own production staff of 3 people. Whew, that's insane. Almost a new program every day. And once these programs are all edited, they're ready for the big screen, and none of that happens without someone to fit all the programs into our lineup. Now, let's hear from Tony Connor.
Hi, I'm Tony Connor. I'm Cat TV's digital media coordinator. It's my pleasure to schedule the programs that air on our 3 channels, 1075, 1085, and 1095. Last year we had 184 Cat TV produced meetings, which was up from 172 the prior year. We aired 739 locally produced programs from our contributing content members. We also showed 328 programs that were produced from various places around the state, and another 615 programs that were produced in various places around the country. That's a grand total of 1,842 programs that played on our 3 channels over the course of our last year. Later this year, we're going to roll out a video on demand service, which will allow our viewers to watch local meetings and other content on demand whenever they would like to sit and watch those programs. Think of it as Cat TV's own private YouTube channel. Looks very similar, and it's going to work pretty much the same. Thanks for taking time out to watch our 2021-2022 annual Cat TV report.
Bennington, Vermont is hard to describe in 3 or 4 verses.
By visiting our website at Catamount Ass. Not Catamount Ass.
It is critical for us to learn the lessons.
2020 you.
2020 you.
From the Robert Frost Trail to the Putnam Block, stand atop of our monument tall in any direction, taking all of the beauty of this magnificent land. If divided we'll fall, then united we'll stand. Says the economy's dead. In Bennington, Vermont, we're moving ahead. If you want to succeed, you gotta believe in Bennington, Vermont. You'll see what I mean. Our industry's growing, our people are stoked. The downtown's jumping, and that's no joke. I'm beating the drum, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. We're Bennington, Vermont, and we're American made. Describe in 3 or 4 verses, but I'm gonna try to tell you about a place that you ought to know. And if you haven't been there, then you ought to go to Bennington, Vermont. Bennington, Vermont. Bennington, Vermont. Bennington, Vermont. Be anything you want right here in Bennington, Vermont. Bennington, Vermont. Bennington, Vermont. Bennington, Vermont.
Thank you so much for that. Mike did a great job pulling that together, and it really highlights the work that we do and the fun that we have. So thank you, Mike. I'll hand it back over to Tim to close out the meeting.
Okay, that little unmute trick, there's a little tricky. It wouldn't, it didn't want to let me unmute. Okay, well, thanks. That was great. Very well done. Enjoyed seeing that. Congratulations to all of y'all for putting that together. Is there any any new business that we need to look at? I guess, let me ask first. Anybody have any comments or questions? Okay, new business. How about old business? Greg, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say it's a nice job on that that presentation, and I think the invitation to people to come in and learn to use the equipment is key. I think that's one of the things a lot of people miss as an opportunity as a member of Cat TV, is that they can come in and do that. And I do intend to do that one day when I get a few free hours. But so that's that. I think that's very well done. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
Okay, are there any public comments? All right, well, if no one has anything else, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved during the annual meeting for the year.
Second.
Second by David. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Okay, well, that ends another successful annual meeting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
See you soon.
Thanks,
So
Joe.
long.
Bye.